Hey, have you seen my Busy Work Beats t-shirt? I've been looking everywhere, but I can't find it. Hey, where is he? I gotta find him. Is he gone? Outstanding. Alright, what's going on today, guys? Weaver Beats here, and today we'll be reviewing Dsoniq Realphones. It's software kind of similar to SonarWorks Reference. It corrects the frequency response of your headphones. It's cheaper, but it only works on headphones. It's about half the price or less. So we're going to be checking it out today and figure out if it's as good, better, or just completely different. They claim it'll turn your headphones into a reliable monitoring tool for mixing tracks. It also can recreate an acoustic environment as well, including near and far field monitoring, as well as binaural virtual positioning based on HRTF. What the fuck is that? This is just recreating how your ear hears sound. So why does all this matter? Well, the flatter your frequency responses while mixing, the more likely you are to make good mixing choices, which will result in a better mix. If your system has the bass set too loud, then your bass will be most likely too low in your mixes to compensate. So flat frequency response is good. That's why we want it. This is something you can use on your desktop as well as your DAW. Warning, when using this to mix your tracks in your DAW, you're going to want to put it at the end of your signal chain and you're going to want to turn it off whenever you render your track. Warning. So this software is a pretty interesting trial. You get 41 days every 6 months. Pretty odd, but pretty awesome. So if you save all your mixing for the last 41 days of every 6 months, then you could just never pay for the software, essentially. For reference, SonarWorks Reference has a 21-day trial. Now the prices, there's a light version for $37, the Pro version for $55, and the Ultimate version for $99. I personally bought the Pro version because I only need 3 headphone things. I only use one set of headphones, so. Originally in this section, I gave the prices for SonarWorks Reference, but they're actually on sale now. There's a 30% sale off until July 5th, so if you're seeing this video right as it's being uploaded, it may influence you to go the other direction. So what I don't like about the environment and ambient settings, just by having them on in default and in general, is I'm just really unsure of whether or not it sounds better with it. And I really only have my own little studio area for comparison and the studios I've been in quite some time ago. With the studio simulation, it's really hard to gauge whether or not it's helping. With everything muted and turned off besides the correction, including putting the pressure all the way up, it actually sounds very, very similar to the correction SonarWorks Reference to me, at least on my current headphones that I've been using, Sony MDR 7506. I would say within 5 to 10% for quite less of a price. Now, when I mess with all the other knobs, it's quite a different story. In fact, it sounds so different that it's bordering on not even correction anymore for me. It just sounds completely different. So a good thing to keep in mind with Reference or this plugin is your settings, as well as what you're trying to do. Are you trying to get a flat frequency response? Are you trying to simulate a studio? Decide what you're trying to do while working on your mix and setting the settings. So overall, I'd say the correction seems accurate, at least for the headphones that I'm using. So if for some reason you don't like SonarWorks Reference, or maybe you don't need the full version, or you don't want to spend as much money, then this could be a nice alternative for you. Personally, I find them a bit different from each other though. Reference is more of a straight correction software with a few bells and whistles, but it seems more focused on that, while Realphones has a lot more bells and whistles, and it makes me a little bit not as sure about the correction it's doing. Now, I would definitely say the software is not better than Reference. In fact, they're not even a one-to-one comparison because this one only focuses on headphones. I would say Realphones is more aimed at someone who completely does not have a legitimate listening space. Like if you have like the worst echo in your room, this would be great for you. That won't be fixed by Reference. You can't fix like a horrible echo in your room. I would definitely say this plugin is more than adequate to get a mixing job done, but it can give you some very subjective ideas of how your mixdown sounds and simulated studio spaces. A couple things I wanted to add here. Normally, I like to showcase what I make with the plugins I review, but generally with mixing plugins, I find it hard to showcase in a song format, especially one like this. And the best I can really do with this sort of software is show you how it works, in my opinion. The results are hardware dependent and it may vary. A person's subjective opinion about what is better may also vary. If you're really curious about how Realphones or SonarWorks reference sound and work, the only way to truly get a feel for it is to try it for yourself. One weird thing I'm noticing is that the waveforms for my headphones do not match exactly in both these softwares. As you can see, one of them has a 10K peak that's a little bit higher than the other one. I don't know which one's the right one, so could just be a visual thing, could be a bit different, could be not as accurate. Don't know which one's not as accurate though. There's also some different monitoring presets you can cycle through. Ah, look, I can mimic my HS5s with my HS5s. I actually genuinely like this plugin. I think it's very appropriately priced, a lot more than other plugins. Now let's see, would I rather mix with this than without this? And let's say I don't have SonarWorks reference. That'd be 100% yes. I would also recommend this to you if your listening space is terrible or if you have to mix on headphones for whatever reason. It's better to mix on headphones with this than without this, is what I'm saying basically. I'm thinking strong 7, maybe light 8 out of 10. Maybe a bit of a strong rating for it, but I think the price really helps sell it, and so does the trial. And overall, it seems like a good software. I recommend people using it to help make their mixes better. That's it for this video. I'm your host, D's John. What? That's it for this video. I'm your host, Weaver Beats. Make sure to check out my second channel if you haven't. I just uploaded a video about where I made a beat on the phone for the first time. I think I'm gonna upload a video where I played Minecraft for the first time. Just some dumb shit going on over there. So go check that out. Beat Battle, Discord, Bloom Audio, great mix master service. I know it's because I am them. Go for 20% off down in the description. Time to go to sleep.
Bang Incorporated.